and able to be our best selves and able to have the things that we want to have, having the life that we want to have, just being our best, being the best version of yourself, of ourselves. We have to face our lower selves daily, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week now. At times it can be scary. You know, some say facing your demons or the evil that's within you. I would say your carnal self, your flesh, your carnal self, the things that are not good for us, yet it's the most fun. You get the most dopamine hit. Whether you're on a diet or whatever, or make a decision living a type of lifestyle, you have to fight those urges daily. Okay? Now, what you want has to be more important than your carnal self. Sacrifices will have to be made daily. It all starts in your mind. So many distractions. Those distractions appeases to your carnal self, your lower self. Your lower self wants the easiest road possible without any work, without doing anything. Just your carnal self just wants easy, fun, and less demanding. But your spiritual self knows otherwise. Your higher self knows otherwise. It knows that you must put in the work and able to get the results that you want. You must free your thinking from outside thoughts. Your mind has to be a fortress. You have to be disciplined. It takes discipline and able to get the things that you need and that you want and how you want to live now. It's essential. You can reward yourself when you work hard, when your task is done. Then you can sit back, you can relax, you can watch your favorite show, you can watch your favorite movie, you can go out to the movies, you can do all of these healthy, pleasurable things. But not soon after, but not before you do your work. Now, we know when you're in school, right, we have all this homework, we have all this mental stress, it seems like, make our head hurt, make us drained, make us tired. And we're not just talking about just one class alone. You're talking about you get hit with five to six classes if you're in high school, 3 to 4 classes when you're in college. And when you're just working, not in school, you have your 9 to 5 jobs. You have those assignments that you have to push through and get through, all the while at the same time assisting customers. Now, when you're in the warehouse, you just got assignments. You have a quota that you have to make. There's a lot of boxes and shipments that you have to push out. You have to push out so much volume. All these are just examples of, you have to put in the work and you have to put in the sweat. And sometimes, tears. Sometimes you have to put in the back-breaking work. But in able to get that paycheck and able to get paid, that's the reward. Now, it's definitely not easy. So your lower self doesn't want to do that. Your lower self wants to sleep in when it's cold, when it's freezing, or when it's hot, when it's 70 to plus degrees, but you got to go out and tend the field. Now, that can be literally tending the field and figuratively tending the field. You have that business, you have to put in that time, you have to put in that effort to create a funnel for yourself, because you're ultimately in charge on how much money that you want to get paid. Now, when you work for someone else, they determine how much you get paid, no matter how many hours you put in. You can put in so many hours, you can train so many people, but you still get in that base pay. It's only when you put in so much effort, and even then, it's not even worth the kind of effort that you have to put into. If you thinking that you're gonna get bonuses and certain raises right off the bat, sadly mistaken. You've been trying to hold on to your grandparents and your parents that is 50 and up. We're not talking about young parents. These young parents, if you're 40, if you're a parent that's 40, no. We talking about 50 and up, 50 through 60, and then those that become grandparents like that, yeah. You're going on that era. This is a whole new era to where jobs are not promised. Jobs are not promised to you. So, and now knowing that, you have to face that, and your lower self don't want to face it, but your higher self knows and says, we must take heed, we we must prepare ourselves. We must be ready. We must be ready and stay ready. Your lower self wanna stay under the covers and hide and all that. But your higher self, it knows that it must face it. So the question I leave you with: what is stronger? What are you more? What rules over you? Your lower self? Because you keep feeding your lower self, being lazy and all of that? Or your higher self? Even when it's uncomfortable, even if it's uncomfortable to face these truths and realities, or you want to stay asleep and comfy in the delusions that is placed upon you, and it's the society is trying to force you to be in. But the higher self, your higher self knows you must fight and stay above that. You must see the delusion within the matrix. Alright, y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe on more topics like these.